Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Lunchtime Poetry with Lorie. I'm Lorie, and I'm the teen librarian at Manlius Library, and today I'm coming to you from my teen room. I'm going to be reading you a selection of poetry from She Walks in Beauty, A Woman's Journey Through Poems, selected and introduced by Caroline Kennedy. And the first one I'm going to read is Variation on the Word Sleep by Margaret Atwood. I would like to watch you sleeping, which may not happen. I would like to watch you sleeping. I would like to sleep with you, to enter your sleep as its smooth, dark wave slides over my head, and walk with you through that lucent, wavering forest of blue-green leaves with its watery sun and 3 moons towards the cave where you must descend towards your worst fear. I would like to give you the silver branch, the small white flower, the one word that will protect you from the grief at the center of your dream, from the grief at the center. I would like to follow you up the long stairway again and become the boat that would row you back carefully, a flame in 2 cupped hands, to where your body lies beside me, and you enter it as easily as breathing in. I would like to be the air that inhabits you for a moment only. I would like to be that unnoticed and that necessary. And that's Variation on the Word Sleep by Margaret Atwood. Next, we're going way back. The Passionate Shepherd to His Love by Christopher Marlowe. Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove that valleys, groves, hills, and fields, woods or steepy mountain yields. And we will sit upon the rocks, seeing the shepherds feed their flocks, by shallow rivers to whose falls melodious birds sing madrigals. And I will make thee beds of roses and 1,000 fragrant posies, a cap of flowers and a kirtle embroidered all with leaves of myrtle, a gown made of the finest wool from which our pretty lambs we'll pull, fair lined slippers for the cold with buckles of the purest gold, a belt of straw and ivy buds with coral clasps and amber studs. And if these pleasures may thee move, come live with me and be my love. The shepherds' swains shall dance and sing for thy delight each May morning. If these delights thy mind may move, then live with me and be my love. And that's The Passionate Shepherd to His Love by Christopher Marlowe, a favorite of mine for a very long time now. Next, I'm going to read What Do Women Want by Kim Adonisio. I want a red dress. I want it flimsy and cheap. I want it too tight. I want to wear it until someone tears it off me. I want it sleeveless and backless, this dress, so no one has to guess what's underneath. I want to walk down the street past Thrifty's and the hardware store with all those keys glittering in the window, past Mr. and Mrs. Wong selling day-old donuts in their cafe, past the Guerra brothers slinging pigs from the truck and onto the dolly, hoisting the slick snouts over their shoulders. I want to walk like I'm the only woman on earth and I can have my pick. I want that red dress bad. I want it to confirm your worst fears about me, to show you how little I care about you or anything except what I want. When I find it, I'll pull that garment from its hanger like I'm choosing a body to carry me into this world, through the birth cries and the love cries too, and I'll wear it like bones, like skin. It'll be the goddamn dress they bury me in. And that's What Do Women Want by Kim Adonisio. Next is Living by Denise Levertov. The fire in leaf and grass, so green it seems each summer the last summer. The wind blowing, the leaves shivering in the sun, each day the last day. A red salamander, so cold and so easy to catch, dreamily moves his delicate feet and long tail. I hold my hand open for him to go. Each minute the last minute. And that's Living by Denise Levertov. Next, I'm going to read I Stepped from Plank to Plank by Emily Dickinson. I stepped from plank to plank a slow and cautious way. The stars about my head I felt, about my feet the sea. I knew not but the next would be my final inch. That this gave me that precarious gait some call experience. And that's I Stepped from Plank to Plank by Emily Dickinson. And finally today, something a little sillier. It's actually a folk song, and it's called Father Grumble. I'm going to read it. I'm not going to sing it. There was an old man who lived in the wood, as you can plainly see, who said he could do more work in one day than his wife could do in 3. If this be true, the old woman said, why this you must allow. You must do my work for one day while I go drive the plow. And you must milk the tiny cow for fear she will go dry, and you must feed the little pigs that are within the sty, and you must watch the speckled hen lest she shall lay astray, and you must wind the reel of yarn that I spun yesterday. The old woman took the staff in her hand and went to drive the plow. The old man took the pail in his hand and went to milk the cow. But Tiny hitched and Tiny flitched and Tiny cocked her nose, and Tiny gave the old man such a kick that the blood ran down his nose. It's hey, my good cow, and ho, my good cow, and now, my good cow, stand still. If I ever milk this cow again, 'twill be against my will. But Tiny hitched and Tiny flitched and Tiny cocked her nose, and Tiny gave the old man such a kick that the blood ran down to his hose. And when he had milked the tiny cow for fear she would go dry, why then he fed the little pigs that are within the sty. And then he watched the speckled hen lest she should lay astray, but he forgot the reel of yarn his wife spun yesterday. He swore by all the stars in the sky and all the leaves on the tree, his wife could do more work in one day than he could do in 3. He swore by all the leaves on the tree and all the stars in heaven that his wife could do more work in one day than he could do in 7. And that's a folk song called Father Grumble. And this has been selections from She Walks in Beauty, A Woman's Journey Through Poems, selected by Caroline Kennedy, and that's a book in our collection. I hope that you have enjoyed today's Lunchtime Poetry. If you are a teen in the Teen Summer Reading Program here at Manlius Library, your secret code today is FLAME, capital F-L-A-M-E, FLAME. Head on over to your account, click on the Lunchtime Poetry Mission, and enter that word for to complete today's activity. Thanks for joining me. I am Lorie. I'm the teen librarian here at Manlius Library, and you can find me here on our YouTube channel every Friday at noon for a selection of poetry at lunchtime. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Happy reading.